Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to solve Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Paper 4 Extended. For the session of October-November 2024, we have the subject code 0580 and variant of this paper is 42. We have 2 or 30 minutes for this paper, and this paper is carrying 130 marks. Important information that we can use: apply the value of pi as it is in the calculator, or we can take 3.142. We're going to start our question paper from question number 1. Question number 1 is that NV buys a new car. The price of the car is $28,240. She is given at this 7.5% discount. Calculate the amount she pays. So there are two methods. You can directly calculate by 100 minus 7.85, that is 82.5. Then you can take 92.5. Then you can take 92.5% of it, or you can take first 28240, the 7.5% of it. That would give you the value 2118. And now you can subtract it from 28240 minus 2118. You get the answer that is equal to 26122. So this would be your final answer for this part. After discount, the value is 26122. Okay, moving to B part. The fuel tank in the new car has a capacity of 45 liters. This is 72% of the capacity of the fuel tank in her old car. Okay, calculate the capacity of the fuel tank in her old car. It means we have to calculate the capacity of the fuel in the old tank, and the new tank is 72% of the old car. It means new tank has this 72% of the capacity of the fuel tank in her old car. So 45 is represented by 72. 45 liter is 72%, and if we are going to take what would the X is the capacity of the old car, X liters, and you can take, if it is 72, then this would be 100. Now you can cross multiply it to solve the value of X, that is equal to 45 into 100 divided by 72. After solving it with the help of calculator, you get the answer 62.5 liters. So this is the amount we are going to use. We have 45 is the liter of new car, and it is 72% of the old car is 100%. Then the old car capacity is X. You are going to solve it. Okay, part B is that Adi buys a new car costing 28,000. He pays for the car using a finance plan. The finance plan is a deposit, 47 equal monthly payments of 330. Okay, you can calculate 47 into 330, the total payments, a final payment of 11490. Calculate using the finance plan. Adi pays a total of 31,900. okay, for the car. Calculate a deposit paid as a percentage of 28,000. First we need to calculate the deposit, then we can take the percentage by comparing it to 28,000. So how are we gonna do that? We know that deposit would be is equal to final payment is 31,900 minus 11,900. This was the total payment, and final payment is 11,490. Subtracted by 47 into 330, the monthly payments. After solving it, you get the answer that is equal to 4,900. But this is not the answer. You need to convert it to the percentage by comparing it with 28,000 value. So after comparing it with 28,000, because question was required to compare it, you get the answer that is equal to 17.5%. So this would be your final answer for this part. Moving to question number C. A car travels 64 kilometers and uses 2.5 liters of the fuel. Okay, it then travels 128 kilometers and uses 6 liters of petrol. Calculate the rate at which the car uses the fuel during the whole journey. Give your answer in liters per 100 kilometer. Okay, so first you have to, total consumption of the fuel is 2.5 plus 6, and total distance or total journey is 64 plus 128. That would be equal to 8.5 over 192. Now the interesting thing is you need to convert into 100 liters per 100 kilometers. So you need to multiply it by 100. You get the answer that is equal to 4.42. So this would be your answer, 4.42 liter per 100 kilometer. So moving to is D part. D part is that at the start of 2021 the value of the car was 46,500. At the end of 2021 the value of the car was 20% less. At the end of 2022 the value of the car was 15% less than its value at the end of 2021. Okay, calculate the value of the car at the end of 2022. So at the start of the car, that 2021, we have the value that is equal to $46,500, and at the end of 2021 the value of car was 20% less. So you need to take 20% less. How you gonna take it? 100 minus 20, that is equal to 80%. Now take the 80% of this amount, 46,500 multiplied by 80 over 100. You get the answer that is equal to 37,200. So this is the price at the end of 2021. At the end of 2022 the value of the car was 15% less than its value at the end of. Again you have to subtract 100 minus 15. You get the answer that is equal to 85%, and you need to multiply it by this value, 37,200 multiplied by 85%, or 85 by 100. You get the answer that is equal to 31620. So this would be your final answer. $31620 is the final answer. Okay, first we calculated the value at the end of the 2021, then this value is less than 50% at the end of 2022. So you get the final answer, 31620. Moving to question number 2. The table show the sum values for y is equal to x cube plus 4x squared minus 4 minus at minus 4.5 the value is this. Complete the table. First part requirements is, so first we need to substitute the value of minus 4 over here to get the value of x. It would be like that, minus 4 cube plus 4 into minus 4 square, then minus 4. So you get the answer that is equal to minus 4. So you're going to write minus 4 in your answer space. Now you need to put minus 1. Again y is equal to minus 1 whole cube plus 4 into minus 1 square minus 4. Okay, now you get the answer that is equal to minus 1. Moving to its B part, on the grid draw the graph y is equal to x cube plus 4x square minus 4 minus 4.5 less than or equal to x, and x is less than or equal to 1.5. Okay, by looking at the value minus 4.5, the value of x would be here, and it should be minus 14.1, and 14.1 would be over here if you look at the graph. So this is the point. Now as the second point is at minus 4 the value is minus 4. So at minus 4 the value is minus 4. This would be your point. Then at minus 3 the value is plus 5. So at minus 3 the value is plus 5. Now at minus 2 the value is plus 4. So this would be this. At minus 1 the value is minus 1. So at minus 1 is here, the value is minus 1, that would be here. And at 0 the value is -4, add 1, the value is 1, and add 1.5, the value is 8.4. so this is your all the points on the graph. Now you need to join it very carefully, freehandly. Okay, by freehand you can join. No, important thing, you don't need to take the sharp turns, you just need to draw this graph very smoothly. I would suggest first use lead pencil so that overwriting would be avoided, and at turns do not take sharp turns. Whenever you see the point is coming, just start moving your pen towards it like that, so you would get the smooth curve as required by the examiner. Mostly students do not comply with the condition of smooth curve. They executed the points, they plotted the points exactly, but the problem is that they do not make it smooth. So this is how we have done. Okay, you can practice first from the lead pencil, then after you can plot it with the ink pen or gel pen. Draw the tangent to the graph at the point 1 1. So at the point 1 1 point is this, you need to draw the tangent. So I am going to draw the tangent over here. Now tangent should be drawn very carefully. It should touch the curve only at this point where the examiner is asking you. There was a glitch in the paper. I just plotted this line of tangent over here. Now after drawing the tangent, examiner's favorite thing is to calculate the gradient. Use the tangent to estimate the gradient of the curve at the point 1 1. So at the point 1 1 we need to estimate the tangent. So you need to take 2 points. Any 2 points would be validated. I will take this point, and this point it will indicate the x-axis over here is 1.4. This is 1.45 almost, so you can take 1.4, and over here the y-axis has a coordinate of 5, and I will take other point this. So this would be 0.1, 0.2, 0.2, and the y-axis is -5. Okay, now you need to apply this y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 to get the value -5 or 0.2 minus 1.4. you get the answer, that is equal to -10 over -1.2, that is equal to -10 over 1.2. just calculate it. Okay, forgot to take my calculator. So that would be equal to 10 divided by 1.2. So it is equal to 8.33. So any value according to examiner key between 6 to 14 would be considered correct. Our answer is coming as 8.33. So any value between 6 to 14 would be considered correct. Moving to its D part, by drawing a suitable line on the grid, solve the equation x cube plus 4x square minus x minus 10. Okay, so you need to draw this line first. You need to solve it. You know that other equation was y is equal to x cube plus 4x square minus 4. If you look at this value, x cube plus 4x square now you can break -4 and -2 as 6, and you can add -6x over here. I have break the -6 and -6 in -4 and -2 to substitute this value. This value is exactly equal to y, so I am going to substitute over here y -2 minus x is equal to 0. Then the value of y would be x plus 2. So now you can plot this line by taking any two values to show on the graph. I will prefer to take, you can make this line like that, x, y. If you put value 0, our answer will be 2. If you put 1, your answer will be 3. So these 2 points are enough. So at 0, the value of y is 2. So this would be that. And at 1, the value is 3. So it will be like that. Now you need to plot these lines. Now you can see now this graph is cut on 3 points. One is this, one is that, and so these are the 3 values you can write over in your answer space. That would be, you can write the answer is given in the range, so any value between these ranges would be considered correct. So first value is closer to -3.8, the next value is -1.3, and the next value is 1.1. so this answer is given in the range, so any value between those three would be considered correct. Moving to question number 3, part A. This is the simple algebra question. 3n minus 4n 3n minus 5n minus 4n plus 8n. So you're gonna add 3n minus 4n, that would be equal to -m, then minus 5n plus 8n, it would be 3n. So this would be your final answer, -m plus 3n. Now second part is from the topic of indices. 3 raised to power 4, 2 into 4 would be 8, 3 into 12 would be 3 into 4 would be 12. 3 raised to power 4 means 81, 8 c 12. This would be your final answer for this part. Okay, moving to third part, that is equal to 4x by 5 minus 3x by 10 or 2x. 5 and 10 and 15 have a LCM of 30. 5 6 are 30, so you're going to multiply 6 by this, and you need to multiply 3 into 10 30, and you need to multiply it by 2. So 6 into 4 would be 24x, that would be 9x, and that would be 4x, and this is your LCM. So the final, and this is minus, so this final answer would be 19x over 30. Moving to B part, the isosceles triangle has a perimeter of 35.5 centimeter. Find the value of A. The perimeter is given. Isosceles means their two sides would be the same. So if it's 3a plus 2, this would be also 3a plus 2, and the other side is given, that is A, and the total sum should be equal to 35.5. So you're gonna add these value, 3a plus 2 plus 3a plus 2 plus a, that is equal to 35.5. Now how many a's are there? There are 7a plus 4, 35.5 7a is equal to 35.5 minus 4. So you get the answer 7a is equal to 31.5. Then a is equal to 31.5 over 7. You get the answer that is equal to 4.5. So this is your final answer. Moving to C part, using the quadratic formula, solve 5x squared minus 4x minus 3 equal to 0. So you're gonna apply the quadratic formula, that is x is equal to minus b plus minus b square, then minus 4ca, and c is given minus 3 and a is given 5, divided by 2 into 5. So you get the answer that is equal to 4 plus minus 16 plus 60 divided by 10, 4 plus minus 76 over 10. So when you take this values of plus 4 and 8.7 is the answer of under root 76, divided by 10, you get the answer 1.27. And if you subtract it, 4 minus 8.7 divided by 10, you get the answer that is equal to minus 0.47. So this is your final answer of these two parts. Okay, question number D. Solve the simultaneous equation y is equal to x squared minus 4x plus 5, y is equal to 2x minus 3. You must show all your working. Okay, this is the simple question. You can substitute the value of y because y is already in the form of subject, so you need to substitute the value of y to get the answer. So y is equal to 2x minus 3, putting in this value, equal to x squared minus 4x plus 5. After solving it, you get the answer x squared minus 4x plus 5, and these value would be minus 2x plus 3 equal to 0. You get the answer x squared minus 6x plus 8. Now you can midterm breaking use. You can use x squared minus 4x minus 2x, minus 4 and minus 2 would be their pair, that is equal to 0. Then take x as common, x minus 4, then minus 2x minus 4 equal to 0. Then x minus 4 and x minus 2 equal to 0. Then x is equal to 4 and x is equal to 2. So these two values are for the x. We also need to find the value for y. Okay, now put this in this equation, y is equal to x minus 3. When you put the value 4, you get the answer 5. When you put the value 2, you get the answer 1. So 2, 4. So these are the values of both x and both y. So this was simple question carrying 5 marks. Moving to question number 4. The angle of a quadrilateral are given w degree, x degree, y degree and z degree. The ratio between w and x plus y z is 3:5. So find the value of w. We know that w is represented by 3 and the total values of 3 plus 5 is 8. So it would be 3/8. We need to find the angle of w, and total angle of quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree. Now you can simplify it to get the answer. So it would be 3/8 into 360 w degree. You get the answer that is equal to 135 degrees. So 135 would be your answer for this part. Moving to question number B, that is from the topic of circle properties. Okay, now you can see A, B, C, D are the points on the circle. PQ is tangent to the circle. You can see at A. B, M, and D is a straight line. Angle ACD is making 49. AMB is making 105. Angle PAB is equal to 45. Find angle BAM. Okay. BAM, we need to find this angle. We know that angle BAM, this you need to find, or in this is 49, this is also 49, so angle ABD is the same segment as angle ACD, because both angles are making by A and D, so that's why this is equal to 49. And this is 49, then 49 plus 105, you get this answer. That is, we need to find BAM equal to 180 minus 49 plus 105. You get the answer, that is equal to 26 degree. Oh, sorry. Now you can see how I have done. Next part is find angle BAD bad. So you need to find the angle BAD. Now BAD, from the figure you can see that is this angle BAD. This is complete angle of this. Okay. Now you can see that QAD would be equal to QAD would be equal to 45 degree. Oh, sorry, 49 degrees. So this was 49. This angle in alternate segments are always equal. So this is 49 degree. Now BDA, this would also be 45 degree. Angle in alternate segments are always equal. Now you can easily calculate the rest of it angle. So that would be equal to 180 minus 49 plus 45. Now you can see this is a whole triangle BAD. 49 and 45 is given. You can find easily this complete angle, and that would be equal to 86 degrees. So your final answer would be 86 degrees. Now give a geometrical reason why BD is not the diameter of the circle. If BD was diameter of the circle, then their endpoints should make a 90 degree over here, right angle. So as we have calculated, it is making 86 degrees. So that's why it is not a diameter of the circle. So you can write angle angle at BAD is not a right angle. That is why BD is not a diameter. So this is what the reason. Moving to question number C. Question number C is that A, B, C, D are the points on the circle at center O. T, A and T, C are tangent to the circle. Okay, OA is 6.75, OA is 6.75. Then this also will be 6.75 because they are radii, and OT is equal to, this whole path is equal to 11.5 centimeter. Show that angle AOC, this whole angle is equal to 108.12. Okay, So you can take the cos AOC or you can calculate AOT, because this is a right angle triangle AOT, and AOT would be equal to this is base, and base over hypotenuse 6.75 over 11.5. Base over hypotenuse, you get the answer, that is equal to 54.06 degree, and this is 54.06. then you can multiply it by 2. You have to remember, take the inverse to get this answer. So 54.0 will be equal to this 108.12. okay, I have just skipped the one step. You have to take the inverse to get this answer. Let me write it like that. Angle AOT is equal to cos inverse of 6.75 divided by 11.5. now this angle would be calculate the length of the minor arc of ABC. The minor arc of ABC, it means you need to calculate AC, and the formula is length of the arc is theta over theta, we just calculated 108.12 over 360 multiplied by 2 pi r. The value of pi would be pi, and the value of r is given, that is 6.75. After solving it, you get the answer, that is equal to 12.75 centimeter. Now calculate the area of the major sector OCDA. Now the formula is area is equal to theta over 360. First you need to calculate theta. Subtracting 360 from 108.12, you get the angle, that is equal to 251.88. So this would be 251.88 divided by 360 multiplied by pi, and r would be 6.75 square. So after solving that, you get the value, that is equal to 100.1 centimeter square, or you can write 100 as well. Moving to question number 5. Question number 5 is from the topic of statistic. The cumulative frequency diagram shows the information about the distance traveled by each of 80 motorists in a month. Okay, cumulative frequency is given. So part 1 is use the cumulative frequency to find an estimate for median. We know that cumulative frequency is 80, so 80 divided by 2 is equal to 40. So at 40 you need to see the value of it, that would be equal to 1480. This would be 1400 and 1440 and 1480. So at the center it would be 1400, it would be 1440, and this would be 1480. So the value would be 1480 kilometer. Part B, the interquartile range. Okay, so first you need to find the upper quartile, that would be equal to 80 multiplied by 3 by 4 to get the upper quartile, that is equal to 60. And for lower quartile, the value is 80 multiplied by 1 by 4, that is equal to 20. So at 16 we can see the value is 1600, and at 20 the value is equal to 1160. So the value of upper quartile I'm writing over here is 1600, and for the lower quartile the value is 1160. So you need to subtract it to get the final answer. 1600 minus 1160, that would be equal to 440. Okay, I will also draw the lines to make you understand more clearly. This was the value we calculated for the median, and for lower quartile the value was this at 20, and we note down the value of and at 60 for the upper quartile value. The value is exact 1600. So this is how we have plotted and calculated the value. Next part is one of the motorists is picked at random. Find the probability that the motorist travel more than 1800 kilometer. At 1800, this was this point and the value is 72. So at 1800 the value is 72, and the total motorists are 80 minus 18, and subtracting those it would be 8. So 8 is the more than 1800 kilometers. So 8 divided by 80, you get the answer, that is equal to 1 by 10. So this was the probability question. Moving to B part. The distance around the racing track is 5.104 kilometer. The time taken by a car to complete one lap the track is 1 minute 18 second. Okay, calculate the average speed of the car. Give your answer in kilometer per hour. So the time is 1 minute 18 second. You need to convert it into hours. So 1 divided by 60 plus 18 divided by 3600, 60 into 60 to get into the hours. You get the answer 0.0217 hours. And average speed has a formula, that is total distance over total time, and distance was given 5.104, time we just calculated in hours 0.0217. After putting this value in calculator you get the answer 235.5 kilometer per hour. Okay. Moving to part C. The top speed v kilometer per hour of each of 160 car is recorded. The histogram shows the information, frequency density and the top speed. Show that there are 8 cars with the top speed in the interval 120 to 160. Okay. So 120 to 160, the difference is of 40, and their frequency density is given, that is you can see is 0.2. So you can multiply it 40 multiplied by 0.2, you get the answer 8. So that's how we show it. Okay, next calculate and estimate the mean top speed. You must show all your working, so you need to plot the table. It would be first class width or class interval, then frequency densities, then the frequency you need to calculate, and then the midpoint. Okay. So the class interval for the first value is 120 from the graph you can see till 160, and their frequency density is 0.2, and you need to multiply their difference to frequency density to get the value. 40 into 0.2 we just calculated, that is equal to 8, and the midpoint would be 120 plus 160, that would be equal to 218, then divided by 2 to get the answer. 120 plus 160 divided by 2, you get the answer, that is equal to 140. So for the next part I will not do all the calculations, but I will put the answer directly, but I will narrate it 160 till 180, and the frequency density you can see from the graph is 1.1. How 1.1? This graph is 1 and this point is 1.1, so this is 1.1. And the value, the difference between them is 20, and 20 into 1.1 you get the answer. 20 into 1.1 you get the answer, that is 22, and the midpoint would be 160 plus 180 divided by 2, that is equal to 170. Okay, for the next part the value is 180 till 200, and the frequency density is 1.8, and you need to multiply their difference to frequency density to get the answer of frequency value, and their midpoint would be 180 plus 200 divided by 2, that is equal to 190. Now 200 till 240, 200 till 240, the frequency density is 1.6, and you need to multiply the difference class width to frequency density to get the answer, that is equal to 64, and midpoint would be 200 plus 240 divided by 2, that is equal to 220. Now the last value is that 240 till 300, and the frequency density is 0.5. The difference is 60 into 0.5, you get the answer, that is equal to 30. The frequency value is 30. Now you can 240 plus 300 divided by 2, get the value of x, that is equal to 270. Okay, so you have just completed the table with me. Now we need to calculate the value of mean, that is equal to summation of fx over summation of f. So it would be like that: f of x 140 multiplied by 8, then 170 multiplied by 22, then 190 multiplied by 36, then 220 multiplied by 64, then 270 multiplied by 30, and you need to divide it by summation of f. What is summation of f? 8 plus 22 plus 36 plus 64 plus 30. After solving this, the value come as 33880 divided by 160, and that would be 211.75. So this would be our answer of mean, their mean, that is also in kilometer per hour. So this was a complete calculation of this. This was a very good question to practice frequency density. If you have any doubts related to the table and how it will be calculated, I will prefer this question to practice before exam to grasp that concept. Moving to question number 6. Question number 6 is that work out 2 into this. 2 into 3 would be 6. 6 minus 10, then minus 2 minus 7. So 6 minus 2 would be 4, then 10 minus 7 would be minus 3. Easy to mark. Then mn, find m is the point 2 minus 5. Find the coordinates of mn. So these coordinates would be -6 and 4, and you can simply add 2 minus 5 in it to get the value of n. That would be equal to 4 minus 1. So -6 plus 2 would be 4 minus 1. Now find mn, means magnitude of it. Magnitude of it would be 4 square plus minus 1 square. You get the answer. Oh, sorry, mn, magnitude of mn. So -6 square and plus 4 square. So that would be 36 plus 16 square root 52, or you can use calculator to get its square root, that is equal to 7.2. So this was question number 6b part. Now part C is again from the topic of vectors. OACB is a trapezium. O with OB is equal to 2AC. OB is equal to 2AC. If this is 2, this whole would be C. Okay. Now OA is equal to A. OB is equal to 2C. AP or PB has a ratio of 4:1. 4:1. Okay. AQ has a ratio of 4/5 to AC. AQ is this and to this. So if this is 4 part, then this would be 1 part. Same ratio. Okay. Write each of the following in terms of A and C. Give your answer in the simplest form. What is AB? AB would be equal to AO plus OB. And what is AO? You can see that is minus A. And what is OB? That is plus 2C. So your answer will be 2C minus A. Okay. Now parts B, that is CB. CB is equal to CB. So first you can go there, CA, then go there, then go there. So CB equal to CA plus AO plus OB. So what is CA? That is equal to minus C, because this was 2C and this is half of it, that was C, and opposite direction due to it. So we can apply minus sign. AO is also negative and OB is plus 2C. So after solving it, you get the answer to C minus A. Moving to is C part, that is OP. So you need to find OP. OP is this, if you join this point. So OP must be equal to OB plus BP. What is OB? OB plus BP. OB is 2C. What is BP? We know that this whole AB is 5. Then this PB is 1/5. So we have calculated the whole AB. So we're going to take 1/5 of it. AB value was minus A plus 2C. So you have to use minus A plus 2C to get the answer. So that would be equal to 2C minus 2C by 5 plus A by 5. Okay. Now take the LCM. I'm solving the rest of the question over here. It would be 10C minus 2C plus A, and that would be over 5. So it would be 8C plus A over 5, or you can write 1/5 A plus 8C. So this would be your final answer, 1/5 A plus 8C. Now the next part is we need to find QP. What is QP? QP is this. We can find the QP by going like that: QC plus CB plus BP. Okay. So first I'm making the equation: QC plus CB plus BP. What is QC? QC is 1 by 5 or this whole shape, so 1 by 5 C. And what is CB? CB we have just calculated in previous part, that is equal to C minus A. And BP we have also put this value in the above question, that was minus 1 by 5 and 2C minus A, or you can add minus A plus 2C. Now you can solve this like that. It would be C by 5 plus C, and over here it would be minus 2C by 5, and this would be equal to minus A and plus A by 5. After solving this, all the C's value, you get the answer 4C over 5, and from this you get the answer 4A over 5. You can take 4 by 5 common. I'm solving rest of it over here. 4 by 5 common, then this would be C minus A. So this would be your final answer, 4 by 5 C minus A. Okay, this was a good question for those students who find difficulty in understanding the ratio questions used in the topic of vectors. Next part is use the answer to make two statements about the relationship between the lines QP and the CB. We can see that CB is C minus A, and this is 4 by 5. It means it has the multiple factor of K. It means these two lines are actually parallel. So you can write that QP is equal to 4 by 5 CB. So it means that QP is parallel to CB because they have the ratio of K. So this was question number 6. Moving to question number 7, that is from the topic of trigonometry and bearing. The diagram show also this part containing area and similar question. The diagram shows a field ABCD with B at north of A. Okay. Show the BD is the path across the field. AB is 85, AD is 72, BD is 129, angle BDC is 39, and angle BCD is 60 degrees. Show that angle CBD is 81 degrees. So we have to show that angle CBD is 81 degrees. So it was an easy question. You can see that CBD, what is CBD? This is CBD. Simply 60 plus 39 and subtract it from 180, you get the answer, that is equal to 81 degree. So you can write, this is how we have shown, 180 minus 60 plus 39, that is equal to 81 degree. Okay, now next part is calculate CD. Okay, you can calculate CD by applying, this is CD, you can apply the sine of CD over sine 81, then 129 over sine 60. So CD over sine 81, then 129 over sine 80. The value of CD would be equal to 129 sine 81 divided by sine 80. You get the answer, sorry, sine 60. My bad, this is sine 60, and you get the answer, that is equal to 147.1. You can write in your space as well. So this was 60, okay, not 80. Okay, moving to next part, show that angle ABD is equal to 31.6. You can ABD is this angle, you need to show it. You can apply cosine rule over here. Cosine rule is that a square is equal to b square plus c square, then minus 2bc cos of a. or you can directly find the angle like that. Cos angle ABD. Now cos angle ABD must be equal to 85 square plus 129 square minus 72 square divided by 2 into 85 into 129. You get the answer that is same that was required to show, that is equal to 31.6 degree. After calculating, you need to take the cos inverse to get the final answer. Okay, moving to part 4. Find the shortest distance from A to B. Shortest distance means that should be a perpendicular distance, so it would make a right angle triangle like that. You have just calculated this angle that was equal to 31.6, so you can use simple trigonometry ratio because this is a right angle triangle. I would prefer to use sine over here, that would be equal to sine 31.6, and it would be, if I would suggest this is x, then x over 85, perpendicular over hypotenuse. X over 85, you get the answer, x is equal to 85 sine 31.6, and that is equal to 44.5 meter. So this is the shortest distance. Moving to this next part, find the bearing of B from C. So you need to calculate the bearing of B from C. Okay, now you can draw the north over here. Over here is 81. You can find this angle, 81 plus 31.6, so 180 plus minus 81 plus 31.6, you get the answer that is equal to 67.4 degrees. So this is 67.4 degree. You can make north over here as well. So if this is 67.4, then this would be 67.4 as well, and this whole angle is 180. Then 180 plus 67.4 would be your bearing from this to this, and you need to calculate that. So I'm going to add those values. So 180 plus 67.4, you get the answer that is equal to 247.4. So this is your bearing. Moving to its next part, trees are planted in the field. The number of the trees planted is 1100 per hectare. Okay, 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meters square. That is given in the question. If it is not given, you need to memorize it. Calculate the total number of trees planted in the field. So you just first need to calculate the area. You can calculate the area by adding the area of these two triangles. This would be ABD and this would be BDC. So you need to add these areas to get the answer. Okay, so that would be equal to, area is equal to 1 over 285 into 129 and sine 31.6. How I have done, 1 over 285 and this length was given 129, and in between the angle was sine 31.6. And for the next part I will use 129 and 1 over 2 129 and CD we calculated, that was 147.1 in this part, and we're gonna take the angle that is 39. Okay, so plus 1 over 2 129 into 147.1 and sine 39. First part answer will be 2872.75, and for the next part the answer will be 5 970.96. After adding those two areas, the total area would be 8843.7 meter square. Now you need to convert it into the hectare, and hectare is by dividing it by 10,000. So divide this 843.7 divided by 10,000. You get the answer. And also you need to calculate for 1100 per hectare, so you need to multiply it 1100 and you get the answer, that is equal to 927.8. but trees cannot be in terms of fraction, so you can either write answer as 927 or 928. Both answers will be considered correct, so it's your choice. Okay, moving to next part. A rectangle has an area of 9400 centimeter square, correct to the nearest 100 centimeter square. The length of the rectangle is 80 centimeter, correct to the nearest 10 centimeter. Calculate the upper bound of the width of the rectangle. So 9400 means 100 divided by 2, its upper bound would be 9450 and its lower bound would be 9350, and 80 upper bound would be 10 divided by 2, that is 5, then 80 plus 5, it is 85, and its lower bound will be 80 minus 5, that is equal to 75. Now you need to calculate the upper bound of the width of the rectangle. The formula is area is equal to length into breadth, and length is equal to area or over breadth. Area would be use upper bound area and lower bound breadth to get the maximum value of your upper value of the length. So that would be equal to 9450 and divide by 75, you get the answer, that is equal to 126 centimeters. So this is your final answer for this part. So this was a very lengthy question. Moving to question number 8. A bag contains 24 colored beads. Some are red, some are blue, and 10 are yellow. One bead is picked at random from the bag. Find the probability that the bead is yellow. So the total beads are we don't know are 24, sorry, 10 over 24 would be, and you can simplify it, it would be 5 by 12. And the bead is not yellow, so 24 minus 10 not yellow would be 14, so 14 over total is 24, that would be equal to 7 over 12. And you can simply subtract 12 minus 5 to get the answer directly, 7 by 12 from the above part. Either would be considered correct. Another bag contains 5 green marbles, 6 white marbles, and 4 black marbles. Mira picks 2 marbles at random from the bag without replacement. Find the probability the first marble is black and the second marble is white. The probability of the first marble, that is the total, sorry, first we need to find the total. 5 plus 6 plus 4, that is equal to 15, and the black marbles are 4, so 4 by 15. Then the second pick is without replacement is white, then 6 over 14, it is without replacement, so I have subtracted 1. You can simplify it, you get the answer, that is equal to 4 by 35. So your final answer will be 4 by 35. Now the next part, both marbles have different colors. So this is a very interesting part, and this is the part that is required certain expertise, that both marbles have different colors. Okay, first if I have choose green marble, then it would be 5 by 15. Then the other pick should have 1 less, it would be 14, and all other would be considered other colors. So other colors would be 15 minus 5, they would be 10. Next is if I pick white marble, and white marbles are 6 by 15, and again the pick would be 1 less, and 15 minus 6 would be rest of the colors other than white. And if I pick black marbles for 4 by 15, and 15 minus 4 would be 11 by 14. After solving it, you get the answer, that is equal to 148 over 210. So that would be simplified, would be 72 over 105. So this would be our answer. Okay, Okay, I have tried to do this question simplified. Examiner has given 3 options to solve this question. Okay, moving to question number 9, that is from the topic of function f of x is equal to 2x minus 5. Okay, you just need to find the f of 7. So f of 7 would be 2 into 7 minus 5, that is equal to 14 minus 5, that is equal to 9. Next, g of f of 7. G of f of 7, you have to use this value because we have calculated f of 7. So g of f of 7 would be equal to 9 square minus 2 into 9, that would be equal to 81 minus 18, and 81 minus 18 would be 63. So this was our answer. For the next part, we have to find the f inverse of x. So first we need to put this value, let y is equal to 2x minus 5. Now you need to make x our subject, y plus 5 is equal to 2x, then y plus 5 over 2 is equal to x. Now replace x with f inverse of x, and wherever you have written y, replace it with x. So this is how you have taken the inverse of it. You get the answer, that is x plus 5 over 2. Next part is find g of f of x minus 3g of x. Give your answer in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, g of f of x, that would be equal to 2x minus 5 because it was x squared. So we have substituted the value of f of x, and 2x, and 2x again we have to substitute the value of g of f of x, that is 2x minus 5, then minus 3g of x, then minus 3g of x would be equal to x squared minus 2x. Now you can simplify it. 2x squared a minus b whole square would be like that, minus 2ab, it would be 20x, then 25, then it would be equal to minus 4x, then plus 10, then minus 3x squared plus 6x. So you get the answer, that is x squared minus 18x plus 35. So this was question of functions. Moving to last question, question number 10. A curve has the equation y is equal to x cube minus 9x squared minus 40. Differentiate, we need to take the differentiate x cube. The value of x cube would be dy. If we take it as y, then dy, its power would be multiply, and you need to subtract the value from its power, that is 3 minus 1, that is equal to 2. Now 9x squared, you need to multiply 2 with the 9, that would be 18, then subtract it with one value, 2 minus 1 would be 18x power 1, and 48x, it would be minus 48. So this would be our first differentiation. Find the coordinates of the turning point of y is equal to x cube minus. It would be, whenever you need to find the turning point of the graph, you need to put dy by dx equal to 0. If you put this value equal to 0, the above equation you can solve by midterm breaking or any other method you want to solve. Okay, it would be 3x squared minus 18x minus 48 equal to 0 to get the turning point. Okay, now take 3 as common, it would be x squared minus 6x minus 16 equal to 0. Get the answer, x squared minus 6x minus 16 equal to 0. Now midterm break apply, minus 8x plus 2x minus 16 equal to 0. Okay, now take x as common, x minus 8 plus 2x minus 8 again equal to 0. Then x is minus 8 and x plus 2. The two values of x would be x is equal to minus 2 and x is equal to 8. Okay, so we have find the two values of x, that is minus 2 and 8. Now we need to substitute this value in our first equation to get the answer of y. So what would be it like? It would be like that, y is equal to x cube minus 9x squared minus 48x. Now put minus 2 cube minus 9 minus 2 square minus 48 into minus 2, you get the answer, that is equal to 52. Okay, now put 8 in the above equation. Y is equal to 8 cube minus 9 8 square minus 48 into 8. You get the answer minus 448. Minus 448 is your answer. So these are the two turning points for this question. Moving to its C part, determine whether each of the turning point is maximum or minimum. So how can we find the maximum or minimum? We, after finding first differentiation, we need to find the second differentiation. Second differentiation, I'm writing again dy by dx. First differentiation answer was there, 3x square minus 18x minus 48. So the second differentiation would be like that, d2y by dx2. So it will be 3 multiplied by 2, it will be 6x, and it will be minus 18. Now 6x minus 18, now and put this in this case the value of 2, 6 minus 2 minus 18, you get the answer, that is minus 30. So at minus 30 the value is maximum. So when you put the value of 8, 6 into 8 in this equation, okay, in this equation 6 into 8 minus 18 into 8 minus 48, you get the answer, okay, 6 into okay 48 minus 18, you get the answer 30. So this value is minimum. So this is how you have shown the maximum and minimum value for the above question by taking the second derivative of it. After taking the second derivative, you have substituted the values of x, and if your answer come in negative, this is maximum value. If your answer come positive, this is minimum value. So this is how we have completed the paper. If you do have queries related to this paper, you can ask in the comment section. Do share with your friends and community, and keep supporting our channel. Thank you so much for your watching this video, and do not forget to subscribe this channel. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.